CDP, or Cisco Discovery Protocol, is one of the two discovery protocols supported by the Nexus operating system. CDP is a device discovery protocol that actually runs on all Cisco manufactured equipment such as routers and switches, and is a Cisco proprietary protocol that we use in order to discover other devices on the network. In this case, each device sends periodic messages to a specific multicast address, and other devices are listening for that communication and respond to it. Each device listens to these periodic messages and then determines information about neighbor devices. For instance, whether or not those interfaces go up and down. A second version of the protocol, CDP version 2, has some new versions and new TLVs, and tightens the rules for handling additional definitions. If we want to see whether or not we're running Cisco Discovery Protocol on a switch, we can run a command called show CDP global. By default, CDP is running on the switch, and in this case we can see that CDP is enabled globally and that its refresh time is 60 seconds and that it has a hold time of 180 seconds, as well as the fact that CDP version 2 is enabled on this switch. When I run the command show CDP neighbor on the switch, I see the different neighbors that my device is communicating with and which ports I'm communicating to those devices on. So in this case, I ran the command show CDP neighbor, and I can see a brief summary of the way that my devices are connected inside my environment. So if there's any confusion on how I'm connecting from one device to another, this should clear it up for me. For instance, I can see that DC1 core is connected via Ethernet interface 7/1 to the Nexus 7009 on Ethernet interface 5/11. I can even get much more in-depth information by running what we call a show CDP neighbor detail, where I can actually see the host name information, I can see the device type, I can see the IP address that is set on the other side, as well as I can see different capabilities and different communication configurations on that switch itself. Please join me for the next lesson, 5.9, Understanding LLDP.